What's up guys, my name is Westy and I'm back again today with another Battlefield commentary for you guys. I've tried to get some Bad Company 2 Vietnam gameplay in the background because it's kind of relevant for what I'm going to talk about today. Now, as the title suggests, I'm going to be talking about future titles on the Frostbite engine, and it's sort of relevant to a conversation I was having on Twitter a few nights ago. There's a Twitter channel called Origin Insider. Now, they basically are sort of talk about what's going on with the Origin client and how they're going to improve it and all that kind of thing. But they were commenting on the Frostbite engine and how it's used in various games. And then they put out the question, what kind of games would you like to see on the Frostbite engine? Now, I immediately suggested a sort of sequel to Battlefield 1943. Now, a lot of you guys won't have played Battlefield 1943. It was a console exclusive to the Xbox Live Arcade and the PlayStation Store, where you could download it for free. I think it was for free, I'm not quite sure. But basically, I think if you pre-ordered the version of Battlefield 3, you got Battlefield 1943 as a free download from Xbox Live Arcade or the PSN Store. And it was made on the Frostbite engine. I'm not sure which iteration it was made on. I'm guessing it was Frostbite 1.5 or maybe Frostbite 2. I'm not exactly sure. I think it was 1.5. I don't think they would have used the latest version of Frostbite for a free game. But it got me thinking about other games that I'd like to see on the Frostbite engine. And of course I suggested a sequel to 1943. And this sort of leads me on to my main point. I was having a conversation with this Origin guy, a couple of my subscribers, and a guy called Robbie, who's a really great guy. He's linked in the description because he's probably the main reason why I'm actually doing this commentary. But it got me thinking, is the modern setting for first-person shooters becoming stale? Now, as we know, up till maybe 3 or 4 years ago, the modern setting for FPS games wasn't exactly out there. We were sort of stuck in the era of World War II and people were becoming bored of it. Then along came Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and that completely revolutionised the FPS genre, bringing it right into the modern age, and sort of gave us new settings for us to play, new things for us to do, and it kept us engaged. But once again, I think we're coming round to the point now where people are clamouring for a change in the FPS genre. People wanted Battlefield 4 not to be another modern first-person shooter. A lot of people wanted to see remakes of old Battlefield games or going back to a World War era, but using that Frostbite engine. Now, of course, I'm all for playing a World War II game. I loved Call of Duty World at War, that was a great game. Battlefield 1942, that was a great game. Battlefield 1943 to an extent was a really good game, multiplayer only, but it was still a good game. And I just think now the advances that we've got in the graphical technology that Battlefield, DICE, EA have been using in Battlefield titles recently, we could really see a fantastic World War shooter being made on the Frostbite 3 engine. My friend Robbie then turned around and said, well, what about customization? He thinks that's key, and I happen to agree with him. Customization in FPS shooters is absolutely key. If you think about how many guns we currently have in Battlefield 3, it's something like 85 different weapons that we can use, and they're just the primaries. There are secondary guns as well. With that many weapons and that many attachments for each of those weapons, there are millions of combinations that you can have to play your own way in Battlefield 3. And then you've got gun camos, and then you've got soldier camos as well. So how would that translate back into a World War II era, where that customization wasn't really sort of there at that point in time? So we thought maybe soldier camos could be more detailed, perhaps that you could pick and choose exactly what sort of shirt you're wearing, trousers, helmet, all that kind of stuff, perhaps some sort of like face painting or tattoo, something like that, just to keep the customization level as high as possible. Because I think if you're going to have a game like that, you need some sort of customization, otherwise people aren't going to feel like they're going to play the game their way. You'd be playing it the way the developers wanted you to play it. And I don't think that fits very well anymore. People want to customize, people want to do it their way. So that sort of leads me on to my question to you guys. So if you were given exactly the same question, what sort of games would you like to see built on the Frostbite engine? The games don't have to be specifically Battlefield orientated, however this is a Battlefield commentary so it's kind of sticking true to that. But however, we already know the first expansion pack for Battlefield 4 is going to be called Drone Strike. So I want to know your guys' opinions about that sort of futuristic side of things and whether you want to see the Battlefield franchise drop back into a World War setting like I do. It was a really thought-provoking topic for me, so I just thought I'd sort of push it on to you guys so that I can get your opinions, and I'm really looking forward to reading all of your comments. But that is the end of this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a like. My name is Wesley, and I'll see you guys in the next video.